Hello everyone, Aputure here with CineMilled, back in the CineMilled office, and today we are going to be taking a look on our daily live session here on Instagram. We're going to be taking a look at our Ronin 2 control panel, okay? And some of you may not be aware that this even exists. Some of you may have used this already or may have seen it in one of our videos. And either way, maybe you have not sat through my very detailed video on YouTube about the control panel. So this would be a good chance for you guys to learn more about the control panel, for you guys to ask me questions, and for you guys to also get a little discount on the Ronin 2 control panel. So just for this weekend until Monday, if you use the code control panel 10, I believe it is. Let's take a quick look here. Yeah, check that out. Super cool. It's control panel 10. This is the control panel on our website. You can see it right there. And that's a video of me using it on one of our YouTube videos. But if you didn't catch that code, you can always DM me. So until Monday, I'm going to be offering a discount code so that you can get your own control panel and get it at a discount, okay? All right, so let's get into it. What is the Ronin 2 control panel? So very simply, this part right here is the Ronin 2 remote control. And normally you would be holding this just like that, and you would hold it in your hand like this, and you would pan and tilt. So that is a very inefficient, awkward layout for anybody trying to get precise operational shots with the Ronin 2 remote. So what we did is we tried to replicate. If you've noticed, pretty much any top-of-the-line professional system out there, there is a platform that goes on the person's lap, right? That is what you see on a shot over, or a lot of arm cars out there. They have a big platform. And what you'll also notice in a lot of those high-end systems is that you'll have the joystick on one side and then knobs on the other. And the reason for that is very simple, right? So let's get into why you need a surface. Why do you need a control panel? So very simply put, this is going to be very easy to demonstrate, right? If you let's grab a piece of scrap paper here, and you take a pen, okay, and you grab it from the top, and you try to write your name on a piece of paper. Let's do that. Okay, Pedro. As you can see, it comes out very messy, okay? So the way to achieve a better control of your pen, to have better penmanship, is to actually hold the pen, take the side of your hand, rest it against the surface, and then do your writing, okay? Right? And go off for it. So very simply, if you do this test yourself, if you grab a pen from the top and you try to write from here, it's going to come out looking like a third grader. If you grab the pen and you anchor your hand from the side, you can have much greater control, okay? you can then start drawing and have much greater control over what you're doing, right? I can do a circle, for example. See, that's a pretty good circle. So, needless to say, you can have a much finer control when you rest your hand on the side of something, okay? I hope that makes sense. So, this is why we write like this and we don't write like this, right? So why would you operate the camera from up here, right? You wouldn't. So what you want to do is you want to rest your hand on the side, right? To give it some stability. And then you can use whatever technique that you prefer. I like to grab it from here. So I've seen some people apply their whole hand on here also. I've actually done this quite a bit. I do kind of like it. It allows for very fine movements, very fine controls. Okay, so whether you operate with the full grip as I'm demonstrating right here, or that you're operating with the tips of your fingers like some RC pilots do, either way, you're going to want to rest your hand on the support here, on a platform, right? Now, if we go over to the other side of the Ronin 2 remote, we have some knobs, right? And some switches right here, but we also have some knobs, and then we have another knob there. So the other reason why the control panel makes sense to turn the Ronin 2 remote sideways, okay, is so that while you're operating, for example, this is the pan knob right here, you can actually alter the pan speed, or, whether that's tilt, roll, or pan, while you're in the middle of a shot, right? So this allows both your hands to give inputs to aid in the creation of a shot. All right, this is extremely important feature of something like this, okay? In fact, one of the ways that I frequently use this technique with the left and the right hand is I will input a certain pan speed, right? A sort of, a stick angle, you could call it. And then essentially, I'm going to pan with the knob. So as I increase the speed, it has the same effect as if I moved the knob further. Okay, I hope that makes sense. So if we have two boats and they're crossing each other, right? And this is the camera boat right here, right? And this is the camera boat. As I get close, I have to increase my pan speed. And as we get farther away, I also have to decrease my pan speed. So you can do the whole shot with the knob, okay? So we would, as we're getting closer to the boat, as we're getting really close, we got to speed up. And then as we get farther away, we're going to slow down the stick angle. Now, the trick to that is, if for whatever reason the closing speed changes, right, you better make sure you have the right speed input here, because if you reach maximum stick angle and you're still not panning fast enough, looking at some of the comments here, much more responsive than with the tiny control. Yeah, you got to have good touch feedback. That's true. So continue with what I was saying. If you reach the end of the stick angle and you're not panning fast enough, you then need to come over here and increase your pan speed, okay? Now, that during a shot is not going to be a seamless, probably is not going to be a seamless situation. So what sometimes I prefer to do is I impart a pan angle, and then as the boat gets closer, I increase my pan speed, and as it gets farther away, I decrease it. The other advantage of essentially panning with the knob is I avoid any unwanted cross control. So one of the biggest issues with using a joystick instead of wheels is that sometimes, let me tilt this in this direction. If you want to pan, you may be also tilting as you pan, right? This is what I call cross control, especially unwanted cross control. So to avoid that, what you can do is you can impart a set angle on the stick and then pan with the knob, right? And then you can feather with the stick. So this is basically, I'm giving you some practical use case scenarios on why, first, you need to turn the joystick sideways, and second, why I'm always covering the knobs at the same time as the joystick, right? Got both my hands on the controls panel right here, and I am frequently going from the knobs to the different knobs. I can even hit recenter here, or even change profiles there. But that's the reason why it's set up like that. Now, another important thing to note is, you see, it's a double-decker, so this way the Ronin 2 remote sits inside of it, and it gives us a flat upper surface. The other important thing to note is this is the USB-C that charges the battery inside of the Ronin 2 remote, and you can attach a power bank to here, or put a battery plate down here, a V mount or a gold mount, and from the D-tap go to the USB right there and charge the unit while you're using it. You can also have the same V mount on the bottom here power the monitor and a transmitter that you might have, as well as any sort of fizz unit. So that is the other thing that we should talk about right now in regards to the control panel here, is we have a number of mounting possibilities. So on the side of the unit right here, we have your favorite two sizes, 1/4-20 and 3/8-16 alternating. Up here is usually when I connect my monitor, the monitor arm. And so, of course, we got 3/8-16 and 1/4-20. And then, of course, at the bottom, let me flip this over. We have a row of 3/8-16 and 1/4-20s for you to then maybe mount this on a tripod. Also mount this in a vehicle using our backseat kit, for example. So our backseat kit can mount to any number of the 3/8-16 threads that are on this base plate. The other thing to note here is you see this rectangle cut out here on the aluminum, which is where the sort of foot for the Ronin 2 remote goes through. So the reason that is mirrored is, you guessed it, is if you're not a right-handed person like me, you can just simply flip the controller over and have the joystick on the left and the buttons on the right. Okay, so this is set up to be ambidextrous. Okay, so regardless of which hand is your dominant hand, the control panel is ready to go with that. So right here, you may notice this is a very high-end cinema focus iris zoom controller. Okay, this is called a C-Motion C-Volution. So you do zoom right there, you do focus right here, and then iris right there on the slider. This is my personal unit that I've had for a long time. And I'm just using a Noga arm right here. And, let me catch that. See, so I'm going Noga arm from the handle into one of the holes on the side there. So there you go. So that way I can lay this down on my lap And if I'm in a one-man band situation, which is the situation I was when I was using this last week, I can pan and tilt. I can reach over and maybe make a tweak to the pan speed. And then I can also pull focus as I'm panning, right? And then using my other fingers here, I can change my iris if I want to, but more than likely it's going to be a zoom change. So I'll put my pinky right here on the micro force for the zoom, and then that way I can, zoom in or zoom out as I'm pulling focus, as I'm panning and tilting, right? So pulling focus, zooming with my pinky, and panning and tilting. And then if I need, I can jump on over here and change one of the motor speeds. Okay, so there you have it. So this is the Ronin 2 CineMilled Control Panel. Okay, it cradles the Ronin 2 remote, gives you a nice flat surface for you to triangulate your hand and stabilize it so you can get very precise moves, okay? And then finally, and of course, you got the space here so you can mount your monitor. So finally, this is designed to sit on your lap, or you can use the included harness. So you can see here, and see if there's the reflections. See there, it says CineMilled right there. Family friend of ours actually sews these together. So we got this cool Made in USA tag there. So this is a very high quality harness. And you got these really quick actuating connectors right here. So this is included in when you buy the control panel. You get the harness plus the little standoffs that go right here and then angle out for you to connect the harness to. So the easiest way for me to demonstrate that is let's open up here's a YouTube video where I'm doing just that. So let me hit play here. So you see me connecting right there. You see the standoff right there. And this is a video that's called Combo Stand Gimbal Crane Shots, a Cine Tip Tuesday video on our YouTube channel. And there you see me demonstrating that I can have my hands free and I can bend over and grab, something off the ground and then reconnect really quickly, really easily. And then it's like a table. It's like I'm walking around with a table. So I can stand up in front of a monitor and operate. Let me fast forward this thing a little bit. Let me see here. There's a point where I'm operating. Well, there's the Ronin 2, and there's me panning and tilting. So, anyways, there you have it. That's it in action, right? With the control panel. So let's cruise on over here to the website. This is the control panel on our website. So if you go up here to products, go to gimbals, go to Ronin 2 accessories, okay, and you will see all of the parts available for the Ronin 2 that we make. And one of them is what we're talking about today, which is the Ronin 2 control panel right there. So let's click on that guy. So I guess it's a good time to point out, if you send me a DM, I can send you a coupon that'll work till Monday. Okay, for the next 3 days, this coupon's going to work. It's going to give you 10% off of the Ronin 2 control panel. The name of the coupon is Control 10. Control 10, yeah, is the coupon. But you can always DM me and I'll text it to you. Okay, so there you go. You can see here some of the options. You can get a battery plate to attach to the bottom of the control panel. That's a whole tutorial video we have. But, here's a good example of what it looks like with the monitor mounted and sitting in the lap inside of a vehicle. All right, there you go. So you can see there the stanchions, or the standoffs as I call it. So there you go. It's braced off the harness, the included harness. Got the monitor right there, and it's sitting right there in your lap. So that's it, guys. That is a look at our CineMilled Ronin 2 control panel. It is in stock right now, available for immediate shipment, and for this weekend only, we're offering 10% off on this product. It's believed that the coupon code is Control10 for 10% off. If for whatever reason you're going to forget that and you want to check it out over the weekend and place your order, you can always send me a DM. I'll remind you of what the coupon code is so you don't miss out on this deal. All right? And in my opinion, for anybody who has a Ronin 2, okay, anybody that has a Ronin 2 that's going to be using the Ronin 2 control panel, in my opinion, this is a must-have item. Must-have. Really increases your precision when using the Ronin 2 with the control. Okay, once again, ambidextrous. You can set up with the stick on the left or the right. You can attach focus, iris, zoom, remote controls to the various mounting holes spread around the whole unit. The bottom of the unit has a lot of mounting possibilities and options. And finally, if you have any questions, as always, feel free to reach out, send me a DM. You can always call us. Hopefully I'll answer and I'll get to your questions. But that's it, guys. Thanks for hanging in there with me and taking a look at the Ronin 2 control panel from CineMilled. Thanks a lot, guys. I hope you guys have a good weekend. If you're watching this later on YouTube or our Facebook channel, and if you have any questions regarding anything that you saw in this video or something else, you can go ahead and send us a DM. You can put it in the comments, and I'll do my best to answer all your questions. All right, everybody. That's all we got for you today. And I'll see you on the next one.